Check out new episodes of Hey Homies every Thursday on your favorite podcast app, and catch up with older episodes on our YouTube channel. Hello and welcome to Hey Homies, the number one Aquabats podcast in the universe. As always, I'm your host, Luke.
Hey, what's up? It's Joe.
And I'm Kay.
Before we get into the episode and our awesome guest, thank you to all of our Patreon backers. Your support means the world to us. Joe just started doing something for you guys this morning, and it's going to be super awesome.
I did.
So, we finally made it here. It's the last technical song on Fury of the Aquabats. 16th track, Playdough. My favorite song. Everybody knows that. We will talk about Hockey Fight and Adventure today from the 20-year remaster, just to cover them. But this is the last track. Everybody that listened to this album before they remastered it knows this is our last track. It's also the best track. That's not a debate. It's just a fact. And to close out season 2, we have an awesome guest. He's the front man for the Radioactive Chicken Heads. It's Carrot Topp. Whee!
Hello. Hey. Hey, Carrot Topp and Radioactive Chicken Heads. Thanks for having me on the show today.
Yeah,
welcome.
We're super excited for this. So, for our fans that might not be completely aware, because the Radioactive Chicken Heads have a very long history, how did they start?
The Radioactive Chicken Heads, they were originally hatched from the mind of Dr. Baron von Kleckenstein. He was making genetically modified frankenfoods. He seemed to have some ulterior motives, though, like, taking over the world and other mad scientist stuff. So once we realized that, we escaped from the lab. We've been going strong for many years since then, and Dr. Kleckenstein's always on our back trying to send out his legion of goons to catch us.
That's awesome. I love a good backstory.
That's the story in a nutshell.
Yeah.
You want to hear the full origin? The full origin story is in our music video called "Tales from the Coop."
Nice. Everybody go check that out.
Definitely go watch that. I love everything Chicken Heads. You guys are always great. I've been a fan for a long time, and I didn't realize it until this morning when I was looking at my notes.
Yeah, their backstory is very very similar to like the Aquabats and the Sand Fleas.
Yeah, we
kind of created in a lab and went off to take over the world.
Yeah, we're sort of cut from the same cloth as those bands.
Nothing wrong with that. What's that?
No, we're not exactly superheroes. We're more anti-heroes.
And the world needs a lot of those. There's too many superheroes nowadays.
Got to balance it out.
Yeah.
So like we said, you guys have been around a long time. If you go through the whole history of the band, it's coming up on almost 30 years, right?
Oh no, I can't believe it, but you're right. You're right.
Yeah. So
it is.
I'm guessing from that reaction, there aren't any plans to do anything big for the 30th anniversary.
You know what? We don't know exactly when the band started. It's kind of blurry, so we can't really do something, but maybe we will. We did something for the 25th. That's a good idea. I hadn't even thought of that.
Got to go back and find all those hatch days.
Exactly. I'm not good at keeping track of dates, but you're right, we should do something for the 30th.
See, my band has one person that keeps track of all of our dates. Like, she knew when our 1-year anniversary was as a band and made a cake, and like, you need that one person that really cares about stuff like that, because I don't.
Yeah, we do. I mean, normally that would be me if I cared enough about it.
Somebody's got to be in charge.
So, like we said, you're very similar to the Aquabats and bands like Guar, where you have an awesome backstory and very, there's a deep lore to your band. We've talked a lot about the Aquabats lore on the show. So you had a pretty famous run-in with the Aquabats.
Yes.
We've discussed that for another project, but it never came to anything. It was one time, nothing ever happened with that. Do you think that it's because the Aquabats were scared of the Chicken Heads, or because of scheduling difficulties?
It's very mysterious. I don't exactly know why. It could be it could be a little bit of both. But we did have a little battle with the Aquabats. It was kind of like a pro wrestling battle. We were the heels. They just kind of left. The fans were left hanging after the first match.
If I remember,
not been a rematch, but since then we've we've kind of just patched things up, shook hands, and said everything's cool. So maybe we'll do something with the Aquabats one day, but it probably won't be a fight, as far as I know. But you never know; anything's possible.
If I remember right, there was a couple of chicken casualties in that
There
altercation.
were. Some chickens got their beaks torn off, and
Oh man,
feathers were scattered across the stage. But we did fight the Aquabats after the Magic Chicken and during the fight song.
nice.
So a little bit before the Fury of the Aquabats came out, one of their legendary shows.
You guys fought.
1997.
Wow, you guys fought and survived.
We did. We got the scars to talk about it.
Not every villain survives to speak of it.
No.
So you guys
We're not
played your
really-
role as the heel and put the
It was after Guar versus the Aquabats. Casey Phillips, as you know, he came up with the idea. He pitched this idea. I'm going to have you guys fight the Aquabats next. So it didn't really go as we thought it was going to go. Maybe it didn't go as the Aquabats thought it was going to go either. But it happened.
there's a show coming up on December 4th. You guys could just show up and
Oh, wow.
take your vengeance.
Crash the party.
Yeah.
We have a show in November, or no, you said November 4th?
Or December 4th.
December
We
4th.
have a show on December 4th, too.
Oh, well then.
Maybe we'll have to sneak out of our show and go to their show.
Just
Where are
make
you guys
sure-
playing?
Playing in Anaheim at a toy drive for
The-
Orangewood Children's Home.
The Bats are playing in Anaheim too at the House of Blues.
How weird. You guys are always in parallel somehow.
Exactly.
Just make sure you show up at the Bat show during their set because they're playing with the Scotalites, and I don't think the Scotalites want to fight anybody.
No.
No, I don't think so. You're right. Legendary Scotalites.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're amazing. I love seeing the
Oh.
Scotalites.
I think they may be the first ska band, as far as I know.
Yeah.
The originator.
And they still have, I just saw them not too long ago in Seattle, and they still have one original member touring with them.
Cool.
That's
Cool.
insane.
I was fortunate to get to see the Scotalites in 1993 or around there. With a lot of the original members. And here's a cool thing: when I saw the Scotalites, I was hanging out in the front row with Angela Moore from Fishbone and Gwen Stefani.
Wow.
Just
Quite-
casually name drop in there, huh?
yeah.
That's how it was back then.
Back in the good old days.
Scotalites with the special beat. That's what I said. And the selector and the toasters. It was a cool show.
Wow.
Those were cool back then. Not to sound old or anything, but
It's okay. That's why Kay's here to make
Yeah.
both Joe and I feel as old as possible.
Exactly. Kay brings up our kid quota.
I guess so.
good
Yeah.
old days.
Yeah.
Good old days. I was there for the good old days when the Aquabats were playing the OC ska scene in the 90s.
Man. I missed out on that. I knew about them in the late 90s, but I didn't start listening till later.
Well, you know, the first time I ever saw them was that show where we fought them on stage.
Oh, that was the first time.
That was the first time I had heard them. I had heard their music, but my first time seeing them live was that
Oh.
show. And actually, they blew my mind how cool their show was. They were doing backflips. They were blowing fire with the tiki torches. They had the giant tarantula come down from the stage, and it was amazing. It was like the theatrics of a Kiss show.
Hmm.
It was really cool.
But with ska.
Yeah, it was amazing. I mean, they're still amazing, but I was the first time seeing them. You can't really top that.
Hmm. Yeah, we've talked about that before, about how they do things different now. They used to throw the powdered milk and throw the chicken nuggets and all that kind of stuff, and they've changed with the times, but it's still an amazing show. So
Yeah, it was very messy back then. It was very messy. I remember we went on stage and right away we just slipped and fell. Who knows if the floor was all sticky and slippery.
sweat and who knows what else.
Covered in chicken parts.
Exactly. Feathers and beaks.
That was the lead into the
Battlefield.
fight, is that they were throwing chicken nuggets, and we came out on stage and said, "Those are our family. What are you doing?"
that's funny. So yeah, Play-Doh.
Yeah, that's where we're at.
We're at Play-Doh.
What this episode is about.
Like I've said a million times, it's my favorite Aquabat song. I don't think I'll ever outgrow that. This version is my favorite. It's faster, it's tighter. I think just starting at the beginning, like it's got that really cool intro.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Got Parker reading basically the backstory, kind of.
Yeah.
Letting us know what's going on, and I mean, this comes out right after a theme song, so I mean, these two basically go together in my mind.
Yep. You know what? I'm glad I'm on this episode because Play-Doh's my favorite Aquabat song too.
Yeah.
I mean,
and the Fury
There you
version
go.
as well. At least on the CD I had, you had to kind of like go through and fast forward to get to it. It was a secret track.
Yeah,
right?
it's like
4
minutes and
yeah.
I thought it's like 2 minutes and 34 seconds or something like that.
That's probably right.
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
Something like that.
That used to be we've done the old man complains about technology thing a few times over the last 2 seasons, but that used to be like the biggest pain in the butt. Was like, all right, I listen to all the stuff on Fury I wanted to listen to. Now I want to listen to Play-Doh. Fast forward. Like, I mean, I'm okay with us not doing that anymore.
That's a pain in the butt while you're driving.
Yeah, that was actually an annoying trend.
the secret tracks. Yeah, it's like just don't list it. Just put it at the end, but don't list it, and then we'll be a surprise when it starts to play.
Or at least you could put a bunch of other fake tracks so you could get to it easier.
Yeah.
But what I think was cool about those secret tracks is sometimes if you were like listening to the CD and you were tired and you fell asleep during the silence, then it would like boom wake you up.
Mm-hmm.
The first time that happened to me was the Weird Al Off the Deep End CD. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but first time I listened to it, it had that really mellow song, "You Don't Love Me Anymore" at the end, and then it went to silence, and I think I just fell asleep, and then it just went. I made my dog bark doing that.
Uh-oh.
It's no different than Rizzo in the background.
I know.
The other episodes. So.
Yeah, we have dogs in the background of almost every episode, so that's normal.
Joe just locks his cats out of the room, and they riot, but you can't hear them because they're cats and they're all silent.
I don't know. We got a couple that are pretty loud, but they usually sit right outside the door here.
Buffy, do you want to be on the show? She doesn't want to be on. She's a little camera shy.
Buffy.
But yeah, that's so cool. That's my favorite one of their songs too. But I know you're gonna get into the lyrics and the music and everything.
Yeah,
so I'm happy to talk about it too.
There was an annoying trend that was even worse than the silence on a secret track. Mm-hmm. Did you know that at one point you could put a track 0?
I am aware of it. I do have some CDs that have that.
Right.
Really?
And if you didn't know that, most CD players started at track 1. That's where the laser reset to.
Okay.
If you didn't know there was a track 0, you could go like months until somebody was like, if you hit back, it goes to track 0.
I never knew that.
Yep.
There's when I remember, this is all happening around the mid '90s. There's a band, They Might Be Giants, have a CD called Factory Showroom. That has a whole song 0, but it's kind of like really hard to get to it.
Wow.
You have to, as soon as the CD starts, you have to just start hitting the rewind button.
Yeah,
that's super annoying.
It is, but it's also kind of funny. It's like a special treat for your fans.
What if we did a track 0?
We release this as a streaming show. How are we going to do that?
It's a hidden episode.
You could do about 10 minutes of silence at the end of the episode. Everybody mutes their cameras and then turn them back on.
There you go.
I don't think any of us have the patience for that.
Definitely not.
We'll get stuff done and be like, we're going to wait for 2 weeks, right? And I'll be like, nah, I'm just going to release it on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I know season 1 when we talked about Play-Doh, because it was the first episode of season 1, which isn't available anymore. Sorry.
Oh.
Lost media. It was a bad episode. But we did talk about the lyrics and stuff. Conveniently, I wore slip-on Vans yesterday.
When I was out. I don't wear slip-ons, but I wear Vans every day still.
I love slip-on Vans because I love not having to tie my shoes. It just makes life so much easier when you're lazy.
I just tie them so I can slip them on.
I don't do that.
I have the Vans where they
you
the old
leave them
schools,
tied.
the low
You just
top.
leave your shoes tied.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's super lazy. I do that sometimes too.
The two ends of my shoe wearing experience are my checkered slip-on Vans, which I wear almost every day, and my combat boots, which I have to lace up like 3 times before they're actually tight enough to wear.
You just need side zipper ones.
Nah.
It's what we wear as Ghostbusters. You never have to untie them.
Oh, that's so. Do you remember how to tie shoes, Joe? It sounds like you haven't tied a shoe in 20 years.
The only time I tie my shoes is if I wear my Vans. What are they? The like the mid top ones. I forget
Like
what
the
they're
cabs,
called.
the half cabs.
Yeah. I forget what the actual model name is, but
Puppy.
there's a doggy.
Buffy,
Well, Carrot Top disappeared. Now there's just a dog.
Buffy, I was on the show today.
Oh,
Asked me. They wanted Buffy wants to give her opinions on the Playdough.
that's
On Playdough.
adorable.
Buffy looks like Buffy couldn't care less about Play-Doh.
Yeah.
No, it's not edible. That's why.
Oh, yes. Well, Play-Doh's
Oh,
edible.
it is edible.
Yeah.
This doesn't taste very good. It
No.
is edible. You're right.
Fun to
No.
play with, not to eat.
I remember those days when I was younger.
When I was a kid, people were making their own like homemade peanut butter flavored Play-Doh.
Hmm.
Kind of gross. Actually, if you think about it, everybody's like then the dirty hands all over it, and then you eat it.
That homemade Play-Doh was never very good. It always dried out real fast and got crumbly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but think of it. Our parents were geniuses. Homemade Play-Doh dried up and kind of just went away. My
Mhm.
kids have made slime for a few years, and that
Mm.
just like sticks to everything and stains things. Ugh. I don't like it.
Yeah.
They had the He-Man
It gets-
slime pit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I loved that.
kind of stuff.
That was one of my favorite He-Man
These
toys. I might have to get one of them. I don't have one.
The slime pit for He-Man.
Yeah.
He-Man had good
I
toys.
tried to keep mine as long as I could.
Yeah, it had had like a T-Rex skull, and you pour the slime in the top of it, and it would ooze out its mouth and its eye sockets. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
Back
Yeah.
when Saturday mornings had awesome cartoons.
Exactly. Where's He-Man at these days? Oh wait, it's on Netflix. I forgot.
Yeah.
That was back when you could only watch cartoons on Saturday morning or after school.
Mhm.
But otherwise, there would be no cartoons, except if there was like a peanut special or something at night. That was it.
And you only got to watch what was on TV. You didn't get to pick.
No, it was ancient. It was an ancient.
All of
time.
us old people with our problems of having to look at the TV guide to find what was on at 6 p.m. on the channels you got.
But that's what I like about that song. It's like a simpler time,
Mhm.
the pre-internet time.
For sure.
He does ask the most important question: where has all my fun gone?
Same
Yeah.
same place as my youth
I don't know. Like,
Yeah,
and my
I really-
hair. And my hair.
my hair's not showing up today either.
See, Carrot Top's got more hair than I do.
A little bit. Can't fit my whole face in this Zoom frame. Put it on the floor.
Carrot Top's doing yoga to get everything in frame.
We'll be back this
Oh.
far, but I'm kind of.
Then you disappear.
Yeah.
You fall into the ocean.
I'll tell you, I've been in a middle school classroom for the last week, and like, kids are way different now, but there's a lot of similarities. They'd rather be on like a laptop than reading a book, but then you just see how they like hang out, and then a bunch of the 7th grade girls started doing like the hand things, like the clapping hand things, which I had to tell them, like, there's still a pandemic, you can't do that. But it was the same thing my sisters did when they were in like 4th grade. So it doesn't always change.
I'm talking about like those
Yeah.
that thing.
Yep.
For all you people on video, I was doing stuff. Or not on video, I should say.
Yeah.
He was just playing patty cake.
Yeah, there we
Patty.
go.
We were playing.
Those are still like a thing.
I had no idea.
Also, 6th graders are the worst.
Thought we already knew this.
Shout out to all you 6th graders. You suck.
Well, like I have 6th graders, 7th graders, and 8th graders, and like the 7th and 8th graders, like you can talk to them, and they're still middle schoolers, but they're okay. The 6th graders, Oof. Oh, that whole group. They're good kids. They're okay. But
Old man yells at cloud.
no, they're loud. They're real loud.
They're trying to find their way in the world, Luke.
I can confirm that. I used to teacher aid for sixth graders back when I was eighth grade and middle school and stuff like that, and we could never get them to calm down. It was bad. It was really bad.
Well, they don't calm down ever. Like literally ever. They never calm down.
People are
Indoor,
going to hate this episode.
huh?
People are going to hate this episode.
Why? Because I'm complaining about middle schoolers.
You didn't talk about the song. All you did was complain about kids.
We're talking about it. I'm bringing it back to the song.
Cool.
Little kids, right? Like,
Yeah.
You'd like a video we did. It's called "I Eat Kids" on YouTube.
Ah, yes.
We make them a Barry Lewis Pulitzer song, but maybe it'll make you feel a little better.
There you go, kids. Be good or you're going to get eaten.
So here's relating to the song. Have you seen a Christmas catalog this year?
Yes.
Where'd it come from?
Amazon
Yup.
and Target.
Mm-hmm. We used to get the JCPenney catalog, and that was like my Bible for 3 months, telling my grandparents what I wanted.
The JCPenney and the Sears.
Yep. And then this year I got Amazon, and I don't know if I got Target, but Amazon. And I was like, really?
Yeah.
Cool. You're a website.
We haven't gotten Christmas catalogs this year yet, but I'm assuming that we're going to get a Target one like we always do. Maybe Macy's, even though we don't even have one here.
Wow. I think most people just throw them away. They don't even look at what it is.
Yeah.
You haven't gotten one yet because you get mail from the Pony Express still.
Are we going to keep making these jokes?
About the panhandle of Texas? Absolutely.
The panhandle.
If anybody in the panhandle of Texas actually listened to podcasts or knew what podcasts were, I'd be a little bit more careful.
Oh, shots.
Eh.
Luke firing shots.
Texas thinks it's its own country.
That is true.
It almost is.
You'd be
they're very
surprised at
successful.
the... Sorry, what?
But they're very successful. I think they're really going to succeed this year.
Gonna succeed. That one got Luke good.
Oh, it's yeah.
Joe, you would be surprised at how many people in Texas wear the "Make Texas a Country Again" shirts
really?
and hats. It happens. Like there are people at my own school that wear those, and I'm like,
My parents want to move to Texas, and I'm going to be attending a wedding in Texas next year, apparently. So,
Well, you might need a passport.
vaccine or United States?
I meant the United States passport. I don't think they need the other kind there. I don't know. I can speak for Texas. From California.
It's not.
not a place you want to go.
There's some. I like some spots of Texas. I like Denton. I like Austin.
Like Denton.
I do like Denton. I like Denton better than I like Dallas and Fort Worth.
Oh, see, that's where I'm going.
Dallas, Fort Worth.
Yeah, somewhere over there by like where the racetrack is. I don't know.
You know, whatever people talk about Texas, it was one of the best places, the best shows that the Radioactive Chicken Heads ever played were Texas.
We'll
People
see.
just go crazy, go all out there.
Where was that at?
Oh, we played. I can't remember all the cities, but I know we played Dallas and Houston and San Antonio, Austin, Amarillo. I can't remember all of the cities. There's so many. It's like a country, obviously.
Not out in the sticks of Lubbock, right?
Played in Lubbock. The home of Buddy Holly.
Oh,
See, we're
Played
still
some-
relevant.
Played some rodeo like the night after Willie Nelson played there. I'm trying to remember that it was called Odessa, Texas. Yeah.
did it still smell like weed?
Well, the sheriff came and told us about it. He said, I inspected Willie Nelson's bus last night, and I told him we couldn't bring any of that weed into here in Odessa, or we'll put him right in jail. I don't care who he is.
That's
Carrot Top, I think what caught me the most is that you said Amarillo.
Yeah.
Everybody calls it Amarillo.
Oh, is that how you say it there? I'm saying it with a Spanish pronunciation.
Yeah, like a lot of towns here, they don't pronounce them the way that they're supposed to be pronounced. Like there's a town called La Mesa that's actually supposed to be La Mesa,
Uh-huh.
but they don't pronounce it that way because they're white rednecks, and that's about it.
I mean, there's a
I'll
song.
I'll say it right next time. Amarillo.
Yeah, there's a song, a country
Get my
song.
quesadilla there.
Called Amarillo by morning. Yeah, I know.
I lived right next to La Mesa in San Diego. And El Cajon. How about that?
El Cajon.
Exactly. Yeah.
I do have a funny story about that, about mispronunciations.
Oh, is it about El Cajon, California?
No, it's more pronouncing something. So one of the words that one of the sixth graders had to read out loud was San Juan.
Mm.
And he got to San and said that, and then he stopped. And the lead teacher was like, it's Juan. And he looked at it again. He's like, it's John in Spanish, but it's Juan. And he continued reading by saying San John. Which I was like, that's good logic right there. Like, he told you it's John in Spanish, so you just went with what you knew.
At least you didn't get a Jawan.
Yeah. No, it was kind of entertaining.
Kids these days.
Yeah.
Right? So back to Playdough again.
Oh, yeah.
We're wandering and doing what we do. Devo's not my favorite band, but I do love that the commander was like, Devo's my favorite band, because I think that in the 90s they weren't huge. They'd kind of fallen off.
They're one of my favorite bands too. Devo, I got it. My oldest sister had the Freedom of Choice album on vinyl, but I didn't get into Devo until I got into Weird Al first. When I was about 10 years old. I got the Weird Al Dare to Be Stupid tape.
Yeah.
She was like, hey, that's like Devo. What's Devo? And she let me listen to the record. So I've been a fan of Devo ever since then.
Dare to Be Stupid's a good song.
It is a really good song. I recently got the Freedom of Choice CD when I went to the record store the other week, and I have yet to play it, but I do have it saved on my streaming and all of their other albums. I've listened to a lot more Devo lately, actually. They're really good.
Oh yeah.
Like, just their sound is very original, and I mean, they even have like that slightest bit of lore to them, and it's really interesting. It's a good band. It's good music. It's funny because I'd never thought of Devo until maybe 6 months ago. I didn't really know who they were.
How did you find out about them?
Through the Aquabats, actually.
Oh, cool.
Listening to Playdough.
Aquabats got Devo fans.
Exactly. Yeah.
Giving them a shout out.
I talked about him. Was in it last episode talking about Mark Mothersbaugh?
Yeah.
And how he's like amazing.
So.
Like, I bet that movie soundtracks and TV shows and stuff have gotten Devo more fans than actual Devo music. Because if
probably
I look up that stuff, like music supervisors, and like, because I want to see if they've done something good, and if I saw that, I'd be like, oh, I guess Mark Mothersbaugh is really good at things because he's always amazing. Look at Devo; they're great.
Yeah, it's always cool seeing his name at the end on the credits, but you can't always tell that it's him. It's not like certain composers, where it's kind of sometimes it's a surprise to see his name in the credits.
Yeah, he's very versatile.
I mean, he's so good that like I've liked him since I was younger, and my kids like him from when they watched Yo Gabba Gabba. Like, that's how versatile and awesome Mark is.
He's versatile. He built a robot. He has a son.
Did. If you wanted to hear that, we'll record it soon for the Hey Homie spinoff for the Patreon.
Whoa.
Always pitching.
I also got to give a shout out to Jerry Casale from Devo. He's in our music video called Somebody's Watching Me.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, the Aquabats really, I think they really, a lot of people were comparing him to Devo when they first came out. I remember, because they were wearing, like, they all were dressing the same uniform. That's what people instantly see that and they go, hey, it's like Devo.
And they took the influence from that.
Devo at the time.
Yeah.
It's funny how their look was so Devo-ish, but their sound wasn't, and now it's kind of flip-flopped where like they're expected to wear the superhero kind of costume that they've always worn, but now they sound way more new wave and Devo in their music. Like
no, that's just a progression of losing horns, I think.
Yeah, that's fair, and still having like the sax and keyboard option.
Yeah.
And Devo has Josh Freese as their drummer, and that's my favorite drummer on the planet.
Of course, we had to throw that in there.
I love Josh. He's great.
Yeah.
How I don't understand. How does he have time to be in so many bands?
He's in all of the bands.
Huh?
I thought Travis was in all of the bands.
No, Travis is in all the pop punk hits. Josh is literally in all the bands. Sting. Josh Freese plays for Sting.
Yeah.
Travis plays for Danny Elfman now too.
Yes.
And, Travis plays for Avril Lavigne. Come on.
Josh Freese obviously played drums for the Vandals. And wait, we're not talking about Josh Freese, are we? We're going to talk about Playdough.
Luke won't pass that up.
No, I will always talk about Josh Freese. He's my favorite drummer.
He just came out with a solo album.
Yeah. How does that? How? I guess when you're Josh Freese.
One time we were practicing at a rehearsal studio, and Josh Freese was in the studio next door, and our drummer went, "Hey, Josh Freese!" And he like threw him a pair of drumsticks. It's like, what a cool dude.
Nice.
Yeah, he's it's still crazy to me that like he plays with all these amazing people and he's still in the Vandals. Like that's got to be like what is that? Like his charity? Like
I mean that's he went from playing in Disneyland to playing the Vandals.
Yeah, that's really funny.
That's how he got into Devo.
So yeah, there's some live videos on YouTube that we recommend you check out of Playdough. You want to talk about that first one, Joe?
Old school. Yeah, it was, what was it? Thanksgiving of 97. And they all come out, and this was right after Fury came out, not too long afterwards. And they all come out, they're wearing their rash guards, helmets, all that good stuff, but they've all got I don't even know what did I put in the notes, Luke? What is it? A flip cap or something like that? What did I put?
Cap.
A flap cap. Yeah. I wore one way back in the day, and it was a big 90s kind of skater thing. But it's like a hat, and the bill flips up in the front, and then it's got the big flap in the back that covers your neck. And of course, they're all checkerboarded. And they come out and they're just killing it playing Playdough. I mean, just, the energy that you expect from them back then. And then the camera pans back to Travis, and he's back there doing Travis things, but no flap cap and no goggles. He had his spectacles on that day. So he kind of had goggles on, I guess.
It's better than painting them on like he did at the Tiki Bat set.
But you don't see many live recordings of Travis like that old. I think like the Tiki Bats, I want to say was like pretty much right before he left, if I remember right.
Yeah.
So I mean, this was just as Fury was coming out. So I mean, it was pretty early on, and he was doing his normal thing. But the rest of the guys, I mean, they were all into it, dancing around, just being goofballs.
Well, it was like prime Aquabat time. Like,
yeah,
97 was like the best time.
They were really killing it then. I saw the first time when we fought the Aquabats, Travis was on drums. And I think I saw a few more times with Travis on drums, like that Fury release show.
So it was so you guys, that fight was in like 97 then?
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's 97.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
When we did the fight, they were putting up posters saying the Fury is coming, something like that.
Oh, okay. Wow. So it was early in the year then.
And then I went to the release show, and then some other show at the barn in Riverside.
The fight was in San Bernardino, wasn't it?
No, that's when they invited it, or Tazy wanted us to go, but
okay.
It was actually in Costa Mesa.
Oh, okay. I was trying to remember from.
Theater.
Okay.
And then I think after that I went and saw the Aquabats at the barn in Riverside, and at the Virgin Megastore when they did the Fury release party on the rooftop, which was a pretty awesome show. And I remember I went to the Fury release party, and there was these like bros there. They just kind of randomly were there, and they were looking up at the Aquabats and like, dude, these dudes are aggro. Oh no, I never forgot that.
That the Aquabats were aggro.
That's a word I haven't heard in a long time.
They've repurposed that word.
They did? What does it mean now?
Like it's a video game term now. Like when you're taking aggro from an enemy, that means that the enemy has focus on you and not your other party members.
Pulling mobs as a tank.
Yeah.
It's not a cool version of that word.
Well, there aren't a lot of frat bros running around using it like that.
Oh, we should bring it back.
I think it was after the Bat Commander did like a flip. They were like, "Whoa, this dude's aggro."
Bring it back to its original meaning.
Exactly. Yeah.
I didn't really know what that meant at any time, but I heard somebody say it.
It's just a cool adjective?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, look at that. Wow, Joe's smart. I don't do
took
math.
Me a minute. I've been teaching English all week, and it took me a minute to remember what an adjective was.
I don't teach, and I know.
Joe knows words and how they're used.
Yeah, I could do words.
We found out you can't do math again.
No. Wait, when?
When we were on this past Friday, I know I hate dating episodes, but this past Friday we did another Jackbox thing on Discord.
Oh, yeah.
And Joe, during murder trivia party, is that what it's called? The trivia murder party. Joe had to do math to stay alive, and Joe cannot do math.
Not on the fly, that's for dang sure.
It was simple addition and subtraction with negative numbers, and you did poorly.
I know, but I was trying to watch the screen and my phone at the same time to see where everybody else was. Yeah.
It gives you the equations on your phone. You don't have to.
No, but like seeing who, because didn't it tell you like
it didn't tell anybody who was where until the end?
No,
I don't know. I was trying to watch my computer screen and my phone screen at the same time.
That's not how it works.
Whatever. Yeah, math was never my strong suit.
You want to talk about fan interaction?
Yeah, there was another video that I found on YouTube from March of '97. So this would have been pre-Fury release, and looked like the beginning of the show again, kind of like the last one I talked about. The professor was out there, the guys are out there. They had some really cool hooded rash guards on, and they're doing the same thing, Playdough. I mean, going aggro, to use our new word. And the professor brought out their super fan Tubes, who, if you're not familiar, was wheelchair bound, and they had put like firecrackers, strapped them to the sides of his wheelchair, and pushed him across the stage like he had a bunch of rockets, attached to him. Dude was having the time of his life. It was so cool, and it just goes to show that these guys have been awesome with their fans since way back. As early as you could pretty much find. I mean, these guys have been into their fans and made sure that the interaction has been top notch.
Yeah, they've always been very inclusive, which is awesome. It's I think more bands are doing that. It's become a thing in the world that you have to be inclusive. But you're right, the Aquabats, and I don't want to attribute it all to their upbringing in a church, but I think that's part of it is the culture that they were brought up in was in the professor and the Bat Commander, like their family seems very supportive of everybody. They're open-minded. And that's awesome. It wasn't common in the 90s in the ska scene to do that.
No, these guys, they're just great guys. I mean, and Tubes, I mean, he had a full uniform, and that wasn't common back then. So obviously he had to have gotten it from the band, and like I said, dude was in his wheelchair, just having the time of his life. It was so cool to see. You don't see that kind of stuff at concerts anymore.
I remember Tubes. He was their webmaster. All right.
Okay, I believe so. Yeah, I believe so.
He was in one of the coloring books too.
Yes. Yep. But I'd never seen a video with him in it before like that, and he was just he was loving life that day. So
that's a cool story.
So, Carrot Top.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask a question we ask all of our special guests.
Okay.
What is your most punk rock memory?
Oh, wow. That. All right.
Firecracker in your pocket.
Yeah. Okay. Rocket Robin's in the back of a firecracker in my pocket incident. I played at a place called Skatopia. Are you aware of that place? It's a skate park in the middle of nowhere in Ohio. They basically called 88 Acres of Anarchy.
Wow.
It is the closest thing I've ever been to being in a war zone because people are just lighting up fireworks like crazy. They're driving cars into each other. They drive like towards each other, and then they jump out of the car, and the car smashes up and explodes.
Whoa!
It was insane. We were there for 3 days. So we play this place. There's some clips of it on YouTube. It was called the Pink Palace, and the way that it worked back then is if you wanted to go to this festival, you had to like get a hammer and nails and help build this Pink Palace. Then they had skateboard ramps and everything, and you had to help out. So you have to help out for a little bit, then you can come and watch the bands and skate in this huge skate park. So the thing was put together so like ramshackle, it was about to fall apart. We're playing the show. People are throwing firecrackers at me while we're playing. Firecracker lands right. I'm wearing a vest like this vest, and somebody threw a firecracker. It lands in my pocket of the vest somehow, blows up. All of a sudden, I'm really, really, really hot.
Yeah.
It felt really hot. And the guitar player and one of the other bands came over and just started smacking me. And I was like, dude, why are you smacking me? First, it's really hot. And then this guy's smacking me. He's like, dude, you're on fire. I look down. My vest is on fire. Then they throw another firecracker. It lands right under the strings of our guitar player's guitar, like where the pickups and the strings are. Blows up his guitar.
Oh my gosh.
Then the whole stage catches on fire. That was the end of our set. And I would say that was maybe my most punk rock moment, just the fact that we survived that.
That's amazing.
Utopia.
That is so cool.
I love that the set ended because the stage is on fire.
Yeah. Not many people are going to have that as a punk rock story, that's for sure.
That was great.
Yeah, it's a crazy place. I would say if I could do one more punk rock story, the second most punk
go
rock
for it.
Oh yeah.
This is back around, I would say 1998, and we were doing a show. There was a DJ who was on K-Rock called Poor Man. He got fired from the station for giving out one of the other DJ's addresses. So he got moved over to this little AM station in Orange, California. And we just walked into the studio one day, and he started putting us on the air, and then he started putting on our concerts, promoting us. So he put on a show in Hollywood, and at the time we were young, we were teenagers, and most of us didn't drive. So we talked to the other bands. We rented a school bus. We used to be able to rent the school bus after hours. We rented a school bus from Orange County to Hollywood. Anyway, we did a show in Hollywood. The show was running really late. The bus driver's like, I got to return the bus by midnight, so I got to go. And somebody's like, you can't leave. The band's still on stage. Well, I got to go. Well, turns out he calls the bus company, says, they said I can't leave. And they made some more phone calls, and somehow it became that we had hijacked the bus. That became the story. We had to leave with one of the bands the final band was still on stage, but we left.
Wow.
To leave them there. We figured out another ride. We're driving down. We get to, I think, Garden Grove, and then the bus is surrounded by police cars, and there's helicopters. Put your hands in the air, get out of the bus. It was on live on TV, and I actually thought I was going to get shot that night because they came on there and they put guns to our head.
Was that on Cops?
Probably we had hijacked the school bus. I haven't told the story too many times.
Wow.
It was one of the scariest moments in my life.
Wow.
That's pretty punk rock right
pretty
there.
Punk rock. After that show, like a number of the band members ended up leaving the band. They were so traumatized by this experience.
I don't doubt it. Holy cow.
That's insane.
No, there's a cat outside my door. Can you guys hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah, a
So-
little bit.
So your punk rock stories are the cops. You pretty much got swatted for hijacking a bus, and you almost got blown up in the middle of Ohio.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when are you writing your book?
Yeah. When do we get the
Please.
Carrot Top book?
There's a documentary that's been in the works telling all these stories.
Nice.
Oh, that's gonna be great.
Hopefully that'll come out eventually. But yeah, I'll go through all these crazy stories. There's been a lot of them.
That's awesome. So to wrap it up with Playdough,
Oh yeah.
we haven't really done this much this season, but if you meet somebody and they've never heard of the Aquabats, would you introduce them to the Aquabats with this song?
I would say yes. That was the first Aquabat song I heard. That's what it made me a fan, actually, of hearing them.
Yeah,
I would say what's different, something that the Aquabats and the Radioactive Chicken Heads have in common is we have like a mythos and we have all these character songs. But I try to do maybe a couple songs each album where people can relate to them if they don't even know anything about the band. And I feel like the Playdough is that kind of song where you don't really even need to know the Aquabats have a theatrical show. It's actually just a cool song. It's relatable for anybody, not just superheroes, but regular people.
Yeah, I haven't even been through maybe half of the things that are listed in that song, and I can still relate to it, like the loss of youth and the fun that comes with childhood. There's just nothing that can really replace that, and it's kind of I wouldn't call it existential, but I don't really know how to explain it. It's just a concept that everybody can know, no matter what generation you are. You always know what it feels like to lose your childhood, to grow up, to lose the fun that you once had.
And I mean, to just expand on that, I mean, I'm the perfect example of that. I mean, everybody that watches on YouTube can see all the Aquabat stuff around me. The other 3 walls are all toys. And it's all just stuff that I either had as a kid or are newer versions of things I had as a kid that I just love collecting toys. I'm not sitting on the floor playing with them anymore, but to be able to go to the store and buy something, then bring it home and open it up, and you smell that like new plastic, and it just reminds me of being a kid.
Yeah, you don't sit on the floor and play with them. You play with them during the podcast.
I have a transformer in my hand.
It's kind of a sad song if you really think about it.
Yeah.
Those Aquabat songs.
Yeah. It's deep. It's deep for a band that dresses up in wetsuit tops and helmets and it's goofy.
There was another song that came out that was pretty much the same concept. I think a few years that 21 Pilots song. I'm Stressed Out. I don't know if you know that song.
Yeah.
But I heard that. I was like, hey, that's just like that same idea.
Yeah.
We could go back to those good old days.
Yeah, I would say so.
Unfortunately, it's a one-time deal.
I was a little kid in the 80s and I was a teenager in the 90s. So to me, like the Aquabats seeing the 90s, I kind of think of that as like that was a simple pre-internet fun time, a simpler time.
It'd be hard to live life without the internet, but it was nice.
It actually really was. It really was a less stressful time. At least, or maybe just what age we were.
That could be too. But I mean, a lot of people were a lot more naive back then too, because you didn't know so much. The knowledge wasn't, right here in your phone. You know what I mean? At a moment's notice, you had to find somebody that knew that information.
Yeah, I would say like when I first started seeing the Aquabats, the way you would know they were playing is you'd have to go to the record store and see if they dropped off some flyers or put up a poster, or listen to a show like the Ska Parade on the public radio, like Tazy's show.
Word of mouth kind of stuff.
That's how you would know. But what was weird, it was so many people were at the show. I would say just as many or more people were there without the internet doing shows that way.
That's how it was growing up in Chicago. Was like at school on a Friday, someone would be like, "Hey, do you know this band's playing tonight?" And you would just go and you'd see everybody you knew at the show. Now, my band has a Google Calendar for shows that are coming up in Seattle, and most of us are like, I know it's coming, and I'm just not gonna go. It's easier. It was easier with like, I didn't have the information, and now I'm gonna go because I have no plans because I didn't know it was coming, so I'm going.
People aren't as bored anymore either. There wasn't as much to do. So if you didn't go to the show, you didn't have that many other options.
What are you gonna do? Sit in your room and listen to the band CD that's playing down the street?
Right.
I was gonna play my SNES because I played a lot of video games back then.
Yeah, me too.
So
speaking of my son and I,
go ahead.
I got the new arcade 1-up Ninja Turtles cabinet. My son and I beat it yesterday, right after I built it.
I have 2 kids.
You made your own arcade cabinet?
What's that?
You made an arcade cabinet?
Yeah, it's one of those arcade 1-ups, the smaller ones. Yeah, we pre-ordered the Ninja Turtles one. It's got the original game and then Turtles in Time. And I built it because it comes in just a box and you got to put it together. and I switched it on. My son and I jumped on, and we beat it like in 15 or 20 minutes.
Wow, that's quick.
Yeah.
You guys are good. You're pros.
It was fun.
Meanwhile, I have 2 kids in my house right now that just got Oculuses and have been wandering around the living room, yelling random things and swatting at the air.
Oh yeah, my kid wants one of those 360 treadmills.
What? Oh,
For VR.
Yeah, for virtual reality, so that you can just run around in one place.
Yeah, like in Ready Player One.
I'm actually working on a Radioactive Chicken Heads game for the Oculus now.
Nice.
And I've been actually, my other life, I've been learning how to do all this stuff. So if the Aquabats are listening and they want to get into that, they should contact me. I can help them with that.
That would be awesome.
An Aquabats VR game and a Chicken Heads VR game. My kids would never get their Oculuses back.
Yeah, I've never used a VR headset, but I would.
I just watched my first Oculus VR concert, was The Residents. We did about a 17-minute concert in 360. It was pretty awesome.
I love The Residents.
You should check out the VR concert if you get a chance.
I will. I guess one of them's losing their VR headset for a little bit. No, I just got to find a reason to ground them.
Luke's gonna have to find 17 minutes in his day.
I'm sure I can do something. I can't even do laundry or anything during that because I'll have a thing on my face.
Just don't sleep.
I have a PlayStation VR, but I can't use it because my brother took the PlayStation.
Oh.
So it's just sitting in my closet and I can't use it.
So much wasted technology. So Carrot Top, what do the Chicken Heads have coming up?
We're playing December 5th in Anaheim at the Doll Hut, the Orangewood Children's Home benefit. And we're playing December 18th, I believe, at the Elysian Theater in Los Angeles. It's called The Tomorrow Show. And what else? We're working on our movie. We're gonna do a new album next year. I'm gonna do all kinds of. We got a lot of stuff, a lot of unfinished projects we got to finish. So stay tuned for all of that. And check out our YouTube channel, and you can see all the videos we've been posting.
I would highly recommend following Carrot Top and Rockin' Robin on Instagram because I love watching your Instagram stuff. And I'm not on TikTok, but it looks like Robin does stuff on TikTok, right?
Yeah, we're on TikTok as well.
Yeah,
Radioactive Chicken Heads. I don't and Carrot Top.
Yep.
And Rockin' Robin's working on a new solo album that's going to be coming out. That's the next thing that's coming out. And she's got some more videos coming out really soon. I won't reveal what the song is, but she's got one coming out in the next couple of weeks. We're working on it now.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm going to put all their social stuff in our show notes, but go give them follows. I love the Chicken Heads. You guys are awesome. Yeah. Carrot Top's been really supportive of the show, which is great. And thanks for listening. We appreciate you guys. I guess we're going to officially end season 2, and the next 2 songs will just be season 2.5, but there will be no difference. But yay, we're done with season 2.
Yay.
Thanks for listening. Carrot Top, thank you so much for being here, and thanks for
my pleasure, anytime.
And we'll talk to you guys later.
Peace out.
Bye, guys.
Bye.